So what am I supposed to do for those other 3 days where I don't have class at all? I think that there's a lot of trends that data taken over the last, like you mentioned, 5 to 10 years of just students and their preparedness of going into college. And I think a lot of the students that are college age now, unfortunately, all were impacted, just like we all were in some way, by COVID.
Yeah.
COVID was a huge thing. Obviously, we know how big that was. But at some point, whether it was middle school or high school, they had at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years of not complete in-person work.
Yeah.
And a lot of them miss some of that social development. And then, as you understand, as you kind of get older, that takes a toll sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that is one thing that, you'll see with some of the trends, or that we've noticed, is some of that type of struggle or challenge. And I think what you try to do is you try to meet the students where they are. So you try to offer services or programs and things of that nature. And I think that one thing that I always think about for students, for them to be prepared, is doing any sort of kind of professional development as early as possible. I don't think it's ever too early to shadow or do an internship or go on college visits and just kind of see how things are and what it feels like and what it looks like. Everything looks so big, on a college campus. But if you go to a few of them, you kind of feel a little comfortable. There's a main building, there's a cafeteria, there's some dorm buildings. They all kind of have the same type of layout. So I think those are definitely ways students can kind of go about being more prepared on that end. But I think the biggest thing, which maybe have existed, definitely existed before COVID, but I think it's just exacerbated, is the transition in general of I'm going from a place where I was in school from 7 to 3 every day, and then I'm going to a place where I might have class only 2 days a week. So what am I supposed to do for those other 3 days where I don't have class at all?
Interesting. Okay.
So that's a huge kind of transition.
Yeah. A life transition.
That's a life transition,
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a number of ways that can prepare you for that, but I do think that the more that you can put yourself out there, the more that you can see college, the more you can talk about it, the more that you can do some sort of professional have professional experiences. I think that can help you with some of those softer skills of learning of how to navigate and being prepared and organized as well. So I think that's probably the biggest thing that I see at the collegiate level is that transition of the life skill transition, that life transition that is hard to prepare for in a classroom.